Hello and welcome to Ant RC. Terry here, and this is a quick video to talk about my HPI Venture. Pros and cons, what I think about it, and the things that I've done to it so far. First of all, let's talk about the transmitter. I really like it. It's the standard HPI TF40. Got all the necessary controls. It's a 3-channel radio as well, should you wish to want to put lights on it or anything like that. The control wheel is really nice and smooth. It's a good action. It's nice and comfortable, and to the most part, the most important part to me is that it's fairly cheap, and it doesn't matter if I get mud on it. As you can see, it's pretty dirty, and it gets put down in the rain, puts down in the mud, and I don't have to worry about it. That's one thing that puts me off about having an expensive radio. It's also really nice to use one-handed, and I find that actually more comfortable than using it two-handed. I haven't got particularly big hands, but yeah, really like it. So it's a thumbs up about the radio. The shell, apart from the obvious stickers, which I'm sure you've all seen in the videos by now, hopefully. If not, please check them out. I just got a sticker set from eBay. Went round. I'm not particularly good at sticking stickers on, but I think it looks pretty good. Quite happy with it. And the shell, well, it's fantastic. It's rock hard. It really is. There are multiple scratches and scrapes and bits and pieces on it. There is actually one scrape here on the side. I thought that was actually like broken the shell, but it hadn't. It's just a deep scratch. There is a slight crack here, which I've put together, or glued up with hot glue, and that hasn't come undone since. This truck has been rolled down hills, it's been flicked over, it's been abused, it's been all through all sorts. It's rolled down a 20-30 foot drop and smashed on its roof. Absolutely fine. It's really strong, very durable, and it doesn't look the best, I don't think. It hasn't got the cutouts. The lights are plastic, but it's made to a price, I guess, but that is a bit disappointing. It still looks pretty cool, and I thought the stickers would kind of jazz it up a bit. I've put an interior in here, just a gloss interior. That was £7 off eBay, and again, if I can find it, everything that I've put in here, and on this I will put in the link of the video description. The light bar, which is seriously bright to the point you cannot look at it when it's coming towards you. It is superb. Very good, very impressive. And inside the shell, you can see it hasn't got mud guards on this truck, so it's a bit dirty, and I don't keep my trucks pristine. This interior, a little bit of trimming, £7 off eBay, slotted straight in. Much to Andrew's annoyance, considering he painted his, he got a clear one, and he had to do lots of modifications to get it to fit, and mine pretty much just went straight in. It's just stuck in with Velcro, industrial Velcro on either side here. And again, it's been rolled down hills, it's never come out. So, onto the truck. You all know about it, I'm sure, if you're interested in the HPI, that you know the general construction of the truck, so I won't go into that. It comes with a Tamiya connector. I've just put my own Dean's connector lead on it, because I use 2S and 3S lipos. It's got, as the keen-eyed among you will notice, it's got a second ESC and a second receiver. That's for my lighting rig. I'll do another more detailed video about that at a later date, just to give you some more information on why I'm running a separate rig and how I set it up. But it is very good, I can recommend it. I have put Mudslinger tyres on it and beadlock wheels from Model Sport. Again, I'll put the link in the description. These Mudslingers are absolutely fantastic. They are super soft. They really are. They're incredible. And I thought, being they were so expensive, I couldn't believe how expensive they were actually. Something like £90 for the wheels and the tyres. But I thought I'd change them out and use different tyre, and I use the standard tyres, but I leave these on all the time. They are absolutely brilliant. Can't rate them enough. They work in all conditions. I've never had a problem with them, and I haven't damaged them either. So thumbs up for that. I've changed out the standard servo. It's got a Power HD 20 kilogram servo in it. and an aluminium servo arm as well. I did kill the original servo. It'd taken a lot of abuse, to be fair. It did die, and I think it was me just kind of pushing it too hard. These Mudslinger tyres are really, really grippy as well. They stick to everything. So I think that gives the servo a hard time, hence why I changed it to a 20 kilogram metal geared. The 35 ton motor, brush motor, is superb. Absolutely superb. It's probably a bit quicker than it needs to be, but for going up hills, as Andrew will cringe when he watches this video, this thing climbs so well. It goes, you get to a point where it starts getting stuck in a rut and you punch it and it will just tend to pop itself out of the rut that it digs with these proper sticky tyres, and up she goes. She really does climb well. Some downsides: the ground clearance wasn't fantastic, wasn't brilliant, and the SCX-10.2 definitely romps over things that this can't. That's quite a big criticism from my point, and it's quite annoying. I had an FTX Outback, and that had better ground clearance, I found, than this, so that's a bit disappointing. But it's not, the be all and end all. This truck has got pros and cons, and it's got more pros than it has cons. The shocks are brilliant. They're these kind of dual rate. They've got two springs on them, the top and the bottom. So the top one compresses first, and it seems to compress slower, and then you'll get a faster compression. It really, the expert reviewers raved about them when I was, before I bought this truck, and it is very good. It keeps all four wheels in contact with the ground all the time. It really is very well set up, and it's got good weight distribution. I have, however, put 20 weight shock oil in it because it had 30 weight in, and it was too hard for my liking. Now with 20 weight, it's really nice and kind of it's taken the bounce out, and it's smoother, and it wouldn't compress very well when crawling, going over obstacles. It really took a lot to get it to kind of lift a wheel or compress a wheel, push it down, that lovely suspension articulation that you get. Now the 20 weight's in it, it does that really well, and it's transformed the truck, in my opinion. So if you want it to kind of look more realistic, I would recommend you try that. What have I done to it as well? Other things. Well, one of my favourites is my metal number plate, again off of eBay. I've got one on the back of the shell as well. I'll try and find the guy that did them. They're machined, and it's the birthday and initials of my daughter, so it's quite special. And I can't afford a personalised number plate on my own car, so why not put it on a truck? So we've got the towing hooks here, a real working winch with like a metal cable. It did work, but I took all the gubbins out of it in the switch because it was so complicated, and it just had wires everywhere, and I'm not going to be getting in, and if I'm going to get near the truck and use the winch, I might as well just lift it out myself. So, it's not my cup of tea. Good spotlights as well. I've put the FTX Outback lights in the front bumper, so they're connected to the standard receiver, so they come on, but the other lights are all powered by the different system, which I'll do in another video. Round the back of the truck, tow hooks again. You'll see there's lots of little holes all over the bumper. I've put my own lights in, not very well, I might add. You get a lot of mud in these, and sometimes the lights don't look like they're working, but it's just because there's grit and dirt in there. You will notice that there's various butchery holes in here. I've got a thing about trailers, and I've got a really nice trailer for this, but I've had a nightmare with the trailer mount. You can see this bit by my thumb here is really, really thin. It's like a ridge on the bumper line, and that allows you to have the rear spare wheel that is attached to the back of the shell, which I've taken off because I don't particularly like it, and I want to put a trailer hook on here, and I've had to make something. It's a bit of a bodge, but it's going to work. I'm just finishing it now, so I will put that on the channel if you're interested in seeing it, because I think it's going to work quite well, and it's been a headache. It's been quite difficult. So it hasn't been a case of, just put the trailer hook on and away we go. It hasn't worked that way, unfortunately. Underneath, I haven't done anything really. It's still got the plastic link rods, which I don't like. I don't know how much difference it makes changing them to metal ones, but I will do eventually. There's lots of scraping underneath here against the plastic drive shaft, and you know, if you can see that, but trying to keep up with Andrew's SCX-10-2, that's something that this thing really isn't very good at, I don't think, in compared to the Axial SCX-10. It won't get over obstacles quite as well. However, it does other things better than the SCX-10. So both trucks are brilliant actually, and as we go through the channel we'll explain, you know, what they're good at, what they're not so good at. They can pretty much both do the same thing, but just in a different way, which I love that, because you have to drive them differently and use a different skill set. And that's pretty much it. If there's anything else that you want to know about the truck, please let me know. I can't recommend it enough. As I said, there'll be more videos about in depth about the trailer and the lighting rig. But it's great as a ready to run. I am a ready to run type of guy. I'm not into building kits. I'm not particularly good at them, whereas Andrew is. So I tend to just buy them out of the shop, modify them and use them, abuse them, because, you know, I spend my life driving my car and obeying speed limits and things like that, and the RC hobby is a bit of a chance for me to go out and be a bit rebellish, I suppose, and, you know, kind of break things. And hence you may have seen my video where I turned this into a submarine and it survived perfectly. And I think the biggest bonus, or the biggest plus for this truck, is the durability. It has been absolutely hammered and it just keeps working. It's just brilliant. So definitely recommend it. Please look through our videos and, you know, enjoy what we do. There's lots more coming. We've got lots more footage. We're going out again soon, take some more video. We've also got lots stored up for you. Andrew's got this kind of review coming up about his truck. So please stay tuned and like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.